Hello and welcome to the That's My Time podcast here with Michael Sicoli. I'm John Kirshner. We are your hosts for the That's My Time podcast, and we are in episode 56. 56, Michael. Hit it, Emma.
Ready, boys? Yes. 1, 2, 3, go!
Wednesday.
It's Wednesday, yeah.
It's Wednesday.
Today is Wednesday.
I like that I'm taller than you.
We had a good weekend. We did. We had shows together.
Oh man, we did.
We were at the Denellen Theater with Dave Hill. Very good, very funny. That was an awesome theater. Check the shows out there. They do music, they do comedy, they do everything. And then we were in Somerville together at that cool place.
We were at Elazar's show in Ambi Coffee, which was cool.
That place was really cool.
Mike, I forgot one key component of my life.
What?
I forgot my hat.
Oh my god!
Holy shit!
What are you going to do, bro?
It would be terrible. It would be terrible.
Go get that.
Look at this. Look at the dome.
Go get your hair.
Mike, can we dissect this first?
No, there's nothing to dissect. Let's not gross people out. I can see there's a glare when we're filming too on the live. So definitely go get your Yankee cap.
No, I gotta decide what hat, Mike.
No, well, fucking figure it out, bro. Figure it out. Scurry to your closet. All right. Oh wow, that was quick. Perfect. Memorial Day weekend, baby. I had a good one. I drank about every day. I don't normally drink that much, but I drank a lot this Memorial Day weekend. I had a good time. The weather was perfect. You couldn't ask for better.
Yeah, I didn't exactly go to... why is that red? I didn't go to a party. But I had a good time. I hung out here at my house.
Oh, man. Did you at least go sit by your pool?
Yeah, we were sitting by the pool.
You get some dogs going? You get some dogs, some burgers?
Yeah, I had hot dogs. Yeah.
Good, bro.
I had 6 hot dogs.
We made Italian hot dogs last night. We watched the show called I Think You Should Leave, and we had a little watch party at my place.
What is that about?
It's like a sketch show. It's like very, very, it's out there, but it's so funny. It's so random, but it's great. And we made Italian hot dogs, and they were so good, and I want another one. We had one kid come over. He didn't finish his Italian hot dog. It was the first time I met him. Not good vibes. Not good vibes going. He didn't finish his Italian hot dog.
You went out
and
of your way.
We saved it for him.
He got there late?
No, he got there on time. Just didn't finish it.
He didn't finish his hot dog?
And that's something you remember when you meet someone for the first time.
Are you going to eat? You going to finish? You should have said to him.
No, I didn't say anything. I didn't know him that well.
I've never not finished food.
Me either.
There's never...
Unless it was ass, and there's no way those Italian hot dogs were ass. They were so good.
What's your least favorite thing that revolves around finishing your whole plate? Oh, especially you were in the industry for many years. When someone finishes all their food and they tell you, there's one thing they tell you.
Oh, I hated it. What is it? I hated it. It was so... I didn't like it.
Oh, they say that?
Yeah, take it off the bill. So gross. Oh, man. And the worst part is when you go to pick up their plate and you put your finger in their fucking ketchup. That sucks, too.
Oh, that's what I do to people all the time.
Working in the service industry sucks. Don't do it. Big news this week. Big news today.
Big news.
Big news. We don't have a big news button.
No. But I could do it's the big news segment. Big news with Mexico.
All right. So a couple months ago, we find Robert De Niro, who is 79, I believe. I don't know how old he is. Robert De Niro had a baby. Insane. Robert De Niro has a baby. He's an old
Fornicator!
Yeah. And now, today, we're seeing Al Pacino, who's older than him, is having a baby, and his baby mom is 29.
How can you have a baby that old?
Isn't that crazy? All these older dudes popping out kids. And what's the irony of Al Pacino and Robert De Niro having babies now is that both of those babies are most likely going to be raised by their godparents.
like back in the day.
And you know what? We got a good on you this week, too, related to the same story. Good on you. Good on you.
Good on you. Yes.
Good on you. Nor Alfala. You know who that is? Good on you.
Good on you. Chino's girlfriend or
That
wife?
is the baby mama.
Wow.
The baby mama of Al Pacino's Baby.
She's baby mom.
So, like, people are talking shit about her. Like, how could you do that? I don't think they should. I think it's good on you because she's put in a situation, right? The economy is shit. She's 29. Her biological clock is ticking.
Yeah, we don't have a clock thing, Mike.
What would you do if I told you you can have a kid,
Okay.
you can be taken care of for the rest of your life, and all you got to do is fuck your dad's favorite actor?
And who's that?
Al Pacino. Sounds like an offer you can't refuse.
I like how you mixed up different Italian movies.
It wasn't. They were both in the same Italian movie.
That was the same movie?
The Godfather.
Al Pacino was in The Godfather?
Yes, dude. He's in all of them.
Who was he?
He's the main character in The Godfather.
Really? I thought it was the...
What the fuck?
I thought it was the fat guy.
Marlon Brando?
Yeah. He's not the main character?
God. The fat guy, he calls him. That's
Wait,
the
is
Don.
Is Al Pacino The Godfather?
Yes.
Holy shit. Wow, you see, you learn something
What do
new
you
every day.
do?
I gotta watch
how
that
do you
movie.
not?
When
You've
did it
never
come out?
seen
It
The
just came out?
Godfather?
No, I never seen it.
My God.
No, I never seen it. I need to see that. That's one I need to see. Let's
Yeah, I
write
mean,
that
it's
down.
arguably one of the greatest
Right.
movies of all
Yeah?
time.
It was a
Yeah.
good one?
Man, you fucking suck.
It's long, right? I know that. It's very long.
What would you do? Who's your favorite actor of all time?
Steve Martin.
All right, pick someone else. Second favorite.
My second favorite actor of all time?
Yeah. What would you do one day your daughter comes home
Yeah.
and she's like, Dad, I want you to meet my new boyfriend, and he walks in and it's fucking like Robert De Niro or Al Pacino.
Yeah, I think that'd be fucking cool as shit.
You wouldn't be like, oh.
No, I would think I'd be like, good on you, Al Pacino.
Good on you.
Good on you. That's what I would say.
You're fucking crazy. I think
would be
that's
happy
weird. Because like immediately you're going to be like, my daughter's sleeping with Al Pacino and he's old and his little goblin body.
Yeah, he's got a
He's
little...
he's like, he's just this little fucking like
That's definitely how he fucks.
like dust goblin.
That's definitely how he
Because
fucks.
he's so out, like disheveled all the time and his hair is always up.
Yeah, he's always
and he looks
out of
like
sorts.
he looks like a dust goblin.
Yeah. Is that how they all fuck, you think? Old people?
No.
Oh, yeah.
Nah, well, that's not what he says.
Only
You know
if
what
they're
he
banging a
says.
younger
He's
chick.
all like,
How is he? It's the blue one.
Oh, you didn't.
It's the only one not
All right, you're pressing too many buttons.
it's the only
pressing
one
too
not
many
labeled.
buttons already. I hope I can get a clip out of all these with the button pressing.
Now, what if I came home and what if I brought Brittany home?
What if you brought Brittany home?
What would
I'd
you
be
do if she walked in the house?
Finally, she's coming
Brittany, bitch.
on the
coming right in.
podcast.
Oh, she'd be on the podcast.
She'd have to be on the podcast immediately.
She's been posting pictures of pictures that she posted 3 years ago saying, remember when I posted this picture? And everyone's like, yeah, all you did was post titty pics for the last 3 years, Brittany.
I'm not complaining. It's Britney Spears, bro.
I love Brittany. That's my girl.
So Memorial Day weekend, start of summer, right? I, every summer, want to go fishing. So you know what I'm going to do? Somebody one-upped me. Hanging out with another friend, and I'm like, yo, I've been trying to go fishing, me and my roommates and this one other dude, and he's like, you know what we should do? I'm like, let's go to these boats right down the street.
Yeah.
And I'm like, you know what he goes, you know what we should do? We should go spear fishing. And I'm like, that's sick. And he goes, they do it like fairly close to here. It's like a 15-minute drive from where I live.
That's an athletic event.
Spear fishing? Wouldn't you love to do that?
I guess so. I don't want to go fishing at all. I don't want to do any outdoor things
Spear
like that.
fishing, though?
No.
You wouldn't want to jump in the lake or the water, wherever. I think it's the
All I
it's
see
the
is-
bay. You don't want to jump in the bay with a fucking
Wait.
spear.
Wait.
All right, yeah, go ahead. Go ahead.
You're in the water doing this?
It's spear fishing.
Nope. No way. Not for me.
Man, that's because that's like that's action movie shit. You jump into the ocean with a spear,
Yeah.
right? They teach you how to do it. They're just not like, here's these projectile sharp objects. Just go and knock yourselves out. You're not going to hold it by the trigger or the handle until you're ready, so you don't have to be scared.
I'm so confused. It's a gun with a spear?
Like a harpoon.
Oh, man. Someone will die.
I think that's what it is.
I think someone would die.
I mean, I'm not Tarzan. I'm not going to throw a fucking spear at
Yeah, I
him.
thought it was you stabbed the fish.
No. I mean, it could be.
You have to
Maybe
have
I
good stabbing
misunderstood.
abilities, Mike.
Whatever.
You have to have good-
Spear
you have to be able
fishing.
to-
Spear fishing. The one that he's telling me, he's like, we're going to go spear fishing. I assume we're jumping in the bay with a little harpoon, and we're going to go after these motherfuckers like someone would with a harpoon. I don't know. I feel like that's really cool. No, that's what spearfishing is.
In spearfishing, would it be a grander prize if you speared a little fish? If you were able to get the spear through a little fish, you think that'd be more impressive
That's a good point
than
for,
a shark?
for good aim, yeah.
Yeah, like, holy shit, he got a minnow. And you're like, yeah. And you hold it up at the end, and you hold up the fish, and it's smaller than your ear.
in half.
But then they say, but he got it with a spear. And you're like, that guy's got pinpoint accuracy.
Yeah. Because like you get a big one, they're like, all right, well, fuck you. It was easy to hit.
That was a whale.
I'm pretty sure the way it works, right? If I realize it is, I can't even talk because I'm so high. You jump in the water. You shoot the fish, but the fish is still alive.
Yeah.
It's wiggling around.
Yeah.
But then there's a reel on the gun, and then you reel the fish in.
Oh, there's got to be a reel on the gun.
Yeah,
You got to reel it in. That's part of fishing, you know?
But I think that's pretty sick, and I can't wait to go, and I can't wait for you to be jealous that I'm going. How would you not want to do something like that?
Yeah, I think I would want to do it now the way that you described it. I think I'd want to do it, and I would go after the small fish.
Yeah. No, you want to go after the big ones because you got to eat. You got to eat them.
I don't eat fish.
Oh, all right. Well,
your fishing
doesn't sound like something for you.
No, I'm not outdoors.
Also, you're not, because that's the next thing we're gonna do. We're trying to go upstate this summer.
Who?
Me and my friends.
Are you inviting me?
You just said you don't do outdoor shit.
Yeah, but invite
and
me.
you wouldn't
I want to
go.
be invited.
All right. Well, I was gonna invite you to go shark fishing. All right. So you're gonna come spear fishing?
Yeah, I got to think about that.
Yeah.
What's the
Okay.
day?
So then, fuck it then. We're gonna go up to this cabin, and then we're gonna go tubing somewhere. I want to go like either the Adirondacks or the Delaware Water Gap. We're going to go to one of those. I think that's going to be fucking sweet. I want to do stuff like that. But I get most excited to do like Friends in the Cabin because like all my favorite horror movies start with Friends in the Cabin. And I want to go up to a cool secluded cabin with my friends and hang out. I think that's cool.
I would do that. I would come to the cabin. We could do some mushrooms and drink and, don't go out of the cabin. Stay in there.
And all my friends would be like, who invited their dad? Whose dad is that?
Is that what they say when I hang out with you and your friends?
But you know what would be cool? Everybody would be super nice to you.
But you were right.
And then you'd be fucking
holding me?
zipping on pre-workout and shit, and they'd be like, oh my God.
No, I would be mellow. I'd be very mellow. I'd smoke the weed. I would do the shrooms with you.
Okay.
We'd be tripping.
Yeah.
We'd be tripping out. You know, it's funny. The one thing that we erased would have been perfect for that. That's.
I think that that would be a lot of fun. And then we go up there and we go fucking spear fishing, and then we turn into hunters.
I went to a cabin type of thing called Club Getaway. I've talked about it before.
Oh, I've heard you talk about that. Yeah.
That was fun. We should do that, but that's a lot of
dude,
sports
I
and
want to
stuff.
be in the forest.
Wilderness, yeah.
I want to be in the real shit. I don't want to be on like some half-ass resort. I want to forage for salads, side salads, for when I kill a fucking grouper with a spear and I bring it back and I gut it right on the fucking water right there and I cleaned it in the fresh water.
Spine
and then I do like a zigzag cut through it. I put an egg in its mouth. This is a video I watched last night.
Okay.
And they cooked it right there on the side of the water. I would want to do shit like that. That's really cool. I hear when you do shit like that, your beard grows like 2 inches.
And it gets darker?
And it gets darker. And
gray.
Really cool.
Yeah, grizzled.
Why are you looking at do I have grays in my beard? You got some grays.
I have plenty of grays.
Yeah.
But you don't have any yet. You're going to have them soon. You'll have them soon, Mike.
I can't wait for my hair to go gray. I think it's going to go right to white.
You were challenged this weekend with your red hair. You someone in the audience said, "But you're not even a ginger."
Yeah, and that's the first anybody's ever said
that. It's as red as can be.
Nobody at my high school thought that I wasn't a ginger. They called me that.
Well, in high school, they're looking for the smallest thing to make fun of you. So the little bit of red, they're gonna call you a ginger. But some girl in the audience said to you this weekend,
and it happened to me again at the next show.
Yeah,
they said the same thing because you know why?
Challenged.
You know why?
Why?
Because my beard. I shaved my beard recently.
Yeah, you were light on the beard.
My beard's a little lighter than my hair. It brings out the red in my hair.
I noticed
I'm
that
not
in
a
the
real
pictures.
ginger. I'm like a day walker. I'm a cool ginger. As like
You're a ginger nonetheless. You are a ginge.
I could see me being half and half.
Oh, you know what? Yeah,
Dude, the day.
I guess daywalker is right. I'm looking I'm looking more. It's like a real ginger's red. It's red, you know.
The day
You're not red.
that South Park episode came out where they introduced everybody to like the word ginger and what a ginger was. I was watching it. I was laughing so hard and I was like, oh my God, tomorrow's going to be the longest day at school I've ever had in my entire life. Sure enough, as soon as I got there, bro, that was it. Ginger, he's a fucking ginger. And everyone, like the ones who were trying to be nice were like, no, he's not. He's a day walker.
Are your pubes really ginger though?
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah, they are.
remember when we used to drink Kona? Kona,
Big
Kona
Wave.
Big Wave sponsors the podcast. Finally, they got us. They contacted.
I wish that
me,
was true. That would
and
be
they
really cool.
begged me to.
That was the
talk about
COVID
their
days.
Oh, those were
when we
COVID.
started the podcast in the
still
COVID
like,
days.
I still like Kona. I still like the Kona. It's got a different taste to it, but it's delicious nonetheless. And Kona, if you're watching, we are ready.
Would you come fishing if regular fishing on a boat? Why?
I wouldn't want to.
Why? I noticed that about
I'm
you.
not into
Maybe
the
it's because
outdoor stuff.
maybe it's because you're from Staten Island. But I remember one time you and I were walking through like we were like half-ass hiking. We were walking through like a park,
We did a hike.
and wind blew some leaves, and you were like bugging the fuck out. And it wasn't even like a deep hike, like in the mountains or like by the water. It was like a
Yeah.
local park in the middle of like a metropolitan area. Wind blew leaves, and you were freaking the fuck
In the
out.
middle of a metropolitan area.
It really was.
I was scared. I get scared easily.
But that's
especially in
crazy.
the woods. I got ticks. Remember we got ticks?
Yeah, but you
I was
were like
picking
worried.
ticks off of me
You
like
were
they were
worried
fucking-
about bears. You were like, "What's that sound?" You kept like looking around.
Yeah, we were in a weird place.
No, we weren't. We were like in a town that just had a little local park. You get scared of that stuff, huh? You really don't like being in the
I
wilderness.
get frightened easily when it comes to bugs. I scared you on the way into this. I don't know why you're
Because
talking.
you ran at me full speed with
I don't know why
when I
you're
opened
talking
the
so
door.
much shit, but
You're afraid of the wilderness.
I'm afraid. Yeah,
Is that
I don't
why
like
you wanna
bugs.
go? Is that why you don't want to go fishing?
No, I don't know. I'm not into fishing. I'm
Have
into
you ever
the drinking.
Have you ever caught a fish?
I have.
How
I
old
caught
were
a
you?
bass.
How old were you?
I was with Uncle Tony.
It's different, bro. It's different when you're in the ocean.
I snagged that bass, Mac. I was like, "This pop!" And then when it came out of the water, my Uncle Tony goes, "No, grab it by the mouth." I'm like, "No way." Nope. I won't put.
You
something
have
on
to
a hook.
come
I won't
fishing
do
with
that
us.
shit.
You can drink the whole time if you want. Everybody else does. Drink on the boat. But if you hook onto a fish, I'm telling you, you'll love it. A real fish, not like a little pussy lake bass, like an ocean fish, like a fucking bluefish or like a sea bass
A sea bass.
or a fluke.
Is that different from a regular bass?
Yes, it is. They're delicious. They are fucking delicious. I remember I
never
used to go
eaten it.
fishing all the time, right, when I was a kid. And then there was a long time where I didn't. And then I went again and I caught a fish and I went like once a week for 3 weeks and I always caught something. We were above like a school of mackerel. And as soon as you put the line in, the fish took it. And
What do you
could
use
reel
as
it in.
bait?
You can use squid. It depends on what
A
you're
worm?
going for.
You could use a worm.
I mean, they don't give you worm. You could, but like if you go on a boat where you're like a fishing boat, they'll give you like clams, and then they'll give you little squids. So, and sometimes what they do is they shuck the clams right there, right? So they'll give you the clam meat, and then they'll break the clam shell over the boat, so it all goes down. The light reflects off the clam shell, and it attracts the fish.
You know a lot about fishing, man.
I fish all the time.
I'll go fishing with you.
Corn is good too. If you go and fishing in a lake, throw corn in the
yeah.
water because it's murky and the sun.
I'll touch corn. I won't touch a bait.
Yeah.
I mean, my cousin used to get worms from a neighbor. His name was Kenny. And Kenny, he'd be like, hey, guys, going to get some worms there in my backyard. And he would make us basically clean his yard for him. So we would move all the leaves, and that's where all the worms would be. He's like, now bag up those leaves if you want to get the most worms.
And then he'd be like, now show me all the worms you got in this shed over here. And then your fucking life was changed.
Yeah, no, he would make me fuck my cousin.
Anyway,
No, I shouldn't say that about Kenny. Kenny
go
was a great
fishing.
guy.
Fishing's cool. Everybody talks shit about fishing until they catch a fish. Everyone says it's boring until they catch one. And then they go, and you get on like spurts of catching a lot of fish. I went on this one boat. It's called the Miss Belmar in Belmar, and they send you a captain's log every day. And they're completely honest. Like, they'll be like, this week we're not really doing well. And then other days they're like, we're catching fucking crazy fish. You got to fucking come out here. It's fucking crazy. Fucking crazy. I would love to work on one of those boats and be a real life fucking badass like sailor fisherman.
You look like you would move to like Costa Rica by yourself just to start over or whatever. And then you would like grow out your dreadlocks that you've always wanted to do. And you would just work at a bar or whatever. You'd fish.
Fuck yeah.
On your days off, you'd fish.
Well,
Like,
if
you'd
I
work
went
at the bar.
if I went to Costa Rica, I would just work as a fisherman. But I wouldn't go there. I think I'd go to Hawaii, dude.
Yeah, I don't know why I said Costa Rica, but I would think more St. Thomas or St. John's, like one of those islands.
I don't even have enough money to even think about those places. I don't even
that's
know
the
where
whole
they
thing.
are.
You lose all your money. You get rid of all your money, then you go down there fresh, and you become like a bartender in one of the huts in St. Thomas, and all the travelers they come to you every day, and they talk about you, the husband and wife, and the wife secretly wants to fuck you. And like she'll come out alone one night with like a white sundress on, and then she'll be like, "Hey, Mike," and you be like, "Where's Bill?" And Bill's her husband, and she's like, "Well, he's lazy. He didn't want to come out tonight." But she's giving you all the hints, and you're not picking up on them. And then you go home by yourself. You live in a small apartment, and then you sad, but you could have fucked Bill's wife. Like I could see you missing up on those opportunities, passing them right up.
One time I went on vacation. When you go on vacation with like another couple, and this is what I did, I went to Punta Cana with another couple, and the other couple fights all the time. Do you ever have that happen to you when you go on vacation with a couple that fights, and you're just like, every event that we do is just so fucking annoying? Yeah,
that's why you excommunicate from them, and you tell them to go to the Bacardi brewery, and then you'll stay back.
We went on like one of the excursions you go on when you're on vacation, and the guy there was American, is this white dude. And he was like, "Man, I moved here because America was going to shit." I'm pretty sure he was gay. It doesn't matter. But he was like, I moved here because America's going to shit and it's becoming a communist country and all this stuff, right? And then we get on the Jeeps and go back to the resort, and we're just surrounded by guys with guns on like fucking army trucks and shit, just watching us go back. He was like, "I moved out of America because it's coming to communist country. We needed to pull like a fucking army escort to go back to the resort." And I'm like, you don't live on the resort. You live around here.
Yeah, you have to try to be able to trust the resort people if they bring you out to the club in like Punta Cana. I've been there for bachelor parties, and
you gotta be careful.
The guys that work in the resort, but I vetted them. I made sure that they were cool, and they bring us to the.
How'd you do that?
What do you mean?
How'd you make sure they were cool?
I just spent the week with them, played volleyball. You got to play volleyball with them for 4 or 5 days and know that they're cool. And then you go with them to the club. The club is called The Caves in Punta Cana, Dominican Republic. And you go to The Caves, and it's a real deal club. But all the locals are staring at you. But you got your boy with you. You have Pablo with you from the resort.
Yeah. We went to the Hard Rock Club when we were down there, and they had these people... These models, very good looking. Some of them were jacked. Some of them were like, they look like fucking action figures, jacked like wrestlers.
Oh, yeah.
And they were dancing in the cages in the club, like behind this glass wall. They're just sitting there dancing. Some of them weren't even dancing. They were just posing to the music. And I always thought that would be a cool job to have. You're kind of just sitting up there on this platform, just making sure you're posing or like moving a little bit to the music, but you get to watch all the shit that's going on. You look like a fucking idiot up there in your underwear, but you get to like watch the club.
I'm telling you, I could see you down there. Maybe you should do it for a year. You're single, you have no kids.
I don't want to do
Mike,
that.
why don't you go down to a tropical destination and get a job for a year and hang out down there? I'll come with my family. Sit at the bar. I'm like, yeah, we know him from back home. He's went through some rough times.
No.
Oh, come on. It could be like
I don't want to do that.
But you can do it if you wanted to.
Comedy probably sucks out there.
I've tried comedy. Have you ever tried comedy on vacation?
Never, no. Not unless you're like vacationing in the States. Or like you're in like Europe or something. I could see that being cool. Like a fucking, like in Scotland, because they have the Edinburgh Comedy Festival.
Yeah. You know where it doesn't work? In Jamaica.
Why?
It does not work in Jamaica. Well, because I tried it. God bless you. Jesus bless you.
I'm going to try to not.
A lot of pollen out there, Mike. That's what
I saw a bee do a line off your rearview mirror when I walked in. He did. He literally was like, and then he went, you know, like when a bee hits something, you hear,
yeah.
It was like, and he rolled over your little rearview mirror, and he started buzzing faster away. He's like, oh. That's some good shit.
Does bees like pollen?
We're gonna see him in your driveway, like foaming at the mouth, all fucked up.
They love pollen. Do they? They don't go in the bathroom to do it. Do they roll in and then go in the bathroom, scrape it off, and make a little bump?
Imagine you're like a Jersey Shore Guido, right? And you're walking down the street to go to Bar A, and you just see a car covered in coke, and you just climb on the trunk and nosedive down the hood of the car. That's what they probably feel like. The bees and the pollen.
Oh, yeah, they love it. That's what they go after,
and pollen?
right?
Bees are known for pollen and honey.
So they
have the pollen and honey market.
A bee lands on a flower to get the pollen out, but meanwhile the pollen's going to be spread out all over the world the next day.
I don't know how. This is like third grade shit that you learn.
We need the bees.
You don't know about bees and pollen, bro?
Yeah. They go on the flower. It's all
about the birds and the bees, dude.
That's what the birds and bees is about. Pollen.
I think that bees. Oh my God. Actually, sitting next to you is making me more retarded. Bees pollinate flowers. They help with the pollination.
What do flies do then?
They land on shit and throw up on the things that they land on and eat
it. What is a fly's purpose? What's a fly's purpose
to be
in life?
Fucking annoying. That's what a fly does.
You know how to get rid of flies if they're in your garage or if they're in a room?
What?
You open the door, it's the light, let them go to the light.
That's moths.
Flies too, motherfucker.
Flies too?
Yeah, they go to the light.
You ever see, this is going to be a no, but have you ever seen The Fly with Jeff Goldblum?
No.
Great movie. He fucks Gina Davis.
Oh, Gina Davis, redhead.
It's like this cool.
I like Gina Davis.
Like this cool movie, right? I remember I was watching it with a family member. I don't remember who it was. I think it was my grandmother. It was just on, and she was like doing stuff in like around the kitchen. She was like in the background. You could see the TV, and I'm watching The Fly, and she doesn't know. And it starts off with him, and he's doing like this teleporting thing, and then him and Gina Davis are just going at it under this blanket on the couch, and it was like really it looked so real. And I remember my grandmother being in the background, like, I don't know what he's watching. It's just so awkward. Like, you ever watch a sex scene with your parents? You don't know it's coming.
Yeah, how about even worse? We watch a sex scene with your kids.
Oh, well, yeah. I don't have any of those, so I don't know what it's like. But I know I was watching 300 with my dad and my stepmom, and it got so, like, the first sex scene, in the beginning of the movie, there's a really, really good one.
And dad looks over at your stepmom.
No, I just remember it, like, we're like 3 minutes into the sex scene, and I hear him going, all right.
Enough, Mike, get out.
And then the Amityville Horror with Ryan Reynolds, she's banging him. Another real good one. And the little devil girl's in the background and he sees her. But that was another one where we're watching it and it's like long and we're about 2 minutes in and he's like, all right. Fast forwards it again.
Speaking of Ryan Reynolds, Mike, there's a video right now on it's definitely viral. It's a teacher that had the whole class make a magazine, like a book about I don't know what the story was about, but she wanted to dedicate the book to somebody, right? So she thought that the kids would be like, I want to dedicate it to my grandma, and she wanted to dedicate it to the families of the kids, but half the kids in the room wanted to dedicate it to Ryan Reynolds for some reason.
Ryan Reynolds is cool.
Yeah, so she dedicated the book to the families and Ryan Reynolds.
Ryan Reynolds is Deadpool.
That's why.
Then Hugh Jackman. I know you care so much about this stuff.
Hugh Jackman was a great actor in the Wolverine.
He's coming back.
Am I right?
He's coming back as Wolverine, right, yes, in the new Deadpool.
See? I knew that.
That's like one of those things you don't have to ask, am I right? Everybody knows that. Come on,
I don't know.
guy.
I don't know.
I mean, you don't watch your kids weren't into superhero movies? You didn't take them to see any movies?
I did, but I didn't pay attention. Is Hugh Jackman also the guy is he from England? Mm-mm. Is he in
from Australia? He's from Australia, mate.
I
do a fucking sick Australian race. Yeah, let's call someone me as an Australian person.
Yeah, say
who we doing?
You taught me how to speak Australian, and I'm friends with Australians. But
my favourite colour's blurry. I like long walks on the beach. I like going to see the roos at the local park. I like Hugh Jackman movies are my favourite movies. I love them. I love the Hemsworths. They're cool. I also like to masturbate to Scarlett Johansson when I watch the Thor movies.
No. That's how you say no. You taught me that.
It's noi.
Like
imagine N-O-I. Noi.
Soy. Noi.
So say, I'm going to try to teach you this.
Okay.
So I went, my favorite color is blue. My favorite color.
Wow, you just said favorite good.
Blurry. They do an or.
My favorite color is black.
All right, you sound like you ever see the movie The Ringer?
You've brought up like 37
I know,
movies
and I'm bringing
Mike.
him up to the fucking wrong guy.
That would be
you
all
don't
right,
watch
so
movies and it sucks, dude.
Let's turn this fucking podcast
Who can
around.
I do this podcast with?
Somebody please do this podcast at Mike so he can talk about movie. Ooh, that was good.
I could talk about sports.
All right, here we go. So who's in the NBA Finals right now, Mike?
The Celtics and the Heat. No, they're not. Actually, wait.
That is wrong.
It's the Celtics now, and it's the other one.
It is not the Celtics, Mike. The Celtics were down.
Oh, the Heat won.
They were down
watched
0-3, and Heat came back and won
I
Game
watched
7.
it. I was high as I was smoking weed.
You watched Game
obviously.
7?
What else do I fucking do? Yeah,
You watched
I did.
Game 7?
I watched half of it and I ended up falling asleep
How do you not watch the full
because I didn't
game?
give a fuck.
Well, the Heat were up by many points.
I'll watch football when it comes back on.
Now, who are the Heat playing in the finals?
Which
starts
don't
tomorrow,
care.
I believe.
I mean, it was cool to watch. I just
Who do
haven't
they
been
play?
paying attention. I don't
The
know.
Denver Nuggets.
Oh, I did know that. Sorry,
And
I
who's
just fucking don't care.
their number one guy? He's the MVP.
I could tell you a lot
not
about
this
it. I
year.
could tell you
Joel
that.
Embiid was the MVP this year. Who was the MVP the last couple
don't know.
years? The Joker, they call him. Yeah.
All right.
And Jamal Murray. So the Joker and Jamal Murray versus Jimmy Butler, basically.
Don't even fucking. I can't.
Which is not even going to be a contest.
If I were to meet these people, they'd probably love me because I'd have no fucking idea who they were, and I would just be.
They'd be the opposite of me. I would fucking fangirl.
Oh my god! Yeah, you're
Now,
bad. You're bad with
I'm going
that.
to make a prediction. Can I make an NBA Finals prediction?
Sure.
NBA Finals prediction. Denver in 6. That's my prediction. There it is. We always do an NBA prediction here on the podcast. And there it is. Usually it's Mike doing the predictions. It's me this time. Okay.
Yep. All right. Well,
Yep.
what do you got coming up?
It's time to. I talk about
When you
sports
start
for 2
talking about
seconds.
sports, bro, I'm like, I
2
don't fucking
seconds,
why.
and you're ready to fucking go.
We're in the studio that we never talk about sports. There's Yankee shit everywhere.
Yeah.
There's bats screwed to the fucking
We don't have
walls.
to talk about sports, Mike.
We did do on the last podcast.
It's better that we have least in common.
Yeah, keep going. It's all right.
Yeah, talk over you.
On the last podcast, we did at the very end, we did a tour of the studio, and it was fun, and you got to see what you don't normally see behind the camera, which is, guessed right, more baseball shit.
Yeah.
And if you were also going to guess Incubus shit, you were probably also right.
Oh, Incubus is in town in September.
Can you imagine?
Or August. I'm going to Asbury Park right by your house. I got one ticket. I only bought one ticket because I know I'm going to have friends that are going to be there. Mike, do you want to come?
If Incubus came out in a bunch of Yankee jerseys and started playing Yankee Doodle Dandy, a cover of Yankee Doodle Dandy, Kursh would come so hard that he would fucking die of dehydration
So gay for
right
them.
there.
I'm so gay for Incubus.
Would you blow him? If he was like, look, man, I'm not really into guys, but like I really just need a blowjob and you're like the biggest fan. Can you just please do it? And he's like, you come to every concert for free and hang out backstage. Just suck my dick, please.
The sad part about that question is I'm thinking about it.
Would you do
About
it?
No, I couldn't.
He's like, come on, just like 30 seconds, please. Just
I couldn't, but I would get him a
come on,
blowjob. I
just
would.
like 10 seconds, please. Just
I
10
would get someone. I would get someone to blow him, and I would.
He's like, no. You don't. No one knows our songs like you, and no one has our stuff hanging in their podcast studio but you. It's got to be you.
How many Incubus things are hanging in this podcast?
No one's gonna
room?
know but him and you.
How many things are hanging
In this room?
of Incubus?
1, 2,
That's it.
3.
Well, that's
Well,
a
here's the thing.
conglomerate.
It's a fucking box dedicated. There's a memorial. It looks like a memorial to Incubus. Looks like you have a mass card hanging.
It's a placard. What do you call it? What do you call them?
Shadow
a
box?
lanyard. A lanyard from a show, and then I have their latest album autographed by the whole band, and then behind that is an opened CD cover that's also autographed by the band. And then I have Make Yourself in a frame, just alone.
And then in that CD cover is one of the lead singers used condoms.
With Milo in it.
Ew.
Wow, that's
All right, what do you got coming
Fornicator!
up there?
Fornicator!
Kirsch.
You're ready to go. You're ready to go.
Our episodes are usually half. I mean, you
Around
have
this long.
what?
How long are we
We don't
going?
have to go. What do you want to bring?
How long we got? This is the one time I don't want to go.
All right,
I want to
cool.
hang out.
Let's hang
Mike.
out.
I want to fucking chill with you, man.
What do you wanna
I wanna
talk
hang out
about,
with you.
pal?
You're my fucking ticket to stardom.
You
Mike.
want to open up?
I'm going to open up. You're my ticket to stardom. Listen, it's my only chance. All the other guys are decent. Mike's very good. We were hanging out with the director guy, and you were across the table. And I went out of my way to get Mike to sit next to us, and I told the guy.
No, he didn't.
Yes,
I
did.
walked
You
over there and
over?
sat by myself because they're talking about.
Yeah, but
so
here's
I was
where-
sitting there and I heard them talking about demon movies.
Yeah.
and I was like, oh man, I fucking love those. I was
demon
like, I'm gonna go over
movies.
there and talk to them. They're talking about the right shit, and I just sat down. But you were there, and
You were in a demon movie. You were murdered early on in this show.
Yeah, I was murdered,
You got
but
shot
it
in the
wasn't.
eye?
It wasn't about demons. I got stabbed in the face.
So I said to the guy, I'm like, Mike's a great actor, which you are a good actor.
Thanks, dude.
They already seen your set.
That's the kind of fan you. That's the kind of friend you want.
Why'd you say fan first?
I don't, because you. I don't know. That's the kind of friend you want. You want your friend to be like, this guy's good, because
This
you
guy's
can't
good.
say it. You can't say it yourself. You look like an asshole.
Yeah, that's
And
why
I would do the same for you.
We compliment each other.
I always do the same
You're
for you.
supposed to do that. It's like a being.
You know I do that.
It's like being a wingman, but the wingman has a different purpose now. It's not about getting pussy. It's about getting booked.
For real.
You know? So I'm like, this, fucking, wow, he'll take you out, and then you put him in a movie or something like that. And
I'm
then
like,
he comes
and I'm
back
like,
and brings me
Kershal-
with him to Hollywood.
And I go to shows and I'm like, Kersh will host. I'm only kidding. I'm only fucking.
And I did host.
I always recommend.
I did host that show. It was, so the guy running it, very nice guy, right?
Yeah, he was very cool.
So he showed us all this shit, like all this sound and his lighting. It was very impressive. And then he's like, I could play whatever you want. I'm like, I don't care what you play. Play something loud, lights, right? I come up to host, not a light, not a sound, no song.
But what they do, they put on great shows there.
Let's not.
We also started late because it was so many people.
It was a good you can't say it was a good amount of people. The theater was pretty.
I had a fucking blast.
It was filled. We had a good time. We had an after party after we hung out.
Yeah, we hung out a little bit.
That's all you could ask for. A decent show. Hang out after.
Somerville, New Jersey. The next night was awesome. That place is so cool.
Somerville's packed.
I grew up 10, 15 minutes away from there, and I never went. I guess it didn't look like that back then.
You definitely go out to Somerville.
They were having a Tina Turner tribute concert in the street.
We didn't even get into that. That Tina Turner has passed away.
Oh, yeah, she died. Tina Turner's dead.
Yeah, she had some legs.
Yeah, that's what
Who's got better legs, Jamie Lee Curtis or Tina Turner? I would say we'd have to say Tina Turner because that was her that was her best asset.
Yes,
because Jamie Lee Curtis had nice titties.
Yeah, and she showed those titties.
Now she does the yogurt with the gray hair.
She said that something about. She was like, I went from selling yogurt to she said I went from being in movie. Oh no, I don't even know. I'm fucking shot. Crazy weekend.
She was in True Lies.
Yes, and she said I went from selling yogurt that makes people shit to winning an Oscar.
Yeah,
that's what she said. We're being nominated. I know she was nominated.
Yeah, I think it's time now, Mike.
What do you think? That's our time?
I think that's it. I think we've come to the end of this podcast. As a matter of fact,
it doesn't have to end.
All right, so now you want to end, and I didn't.
You wanted to keep going. What do you want to talk about?
I'll fucking go for 2 hours.
Let's
Mike.
go.
I'll go for 2 hours.
All right,
we can go as long as my phone is gonna be still has battery.
Where are you going? Where are you going to be? What shows you got coming up?
This Friday night I'm going to be in Long Island at the Barnum Ballroom in Long Island. I don't know what part of Long Island that is, but come down. It's Christian John's running that show. And Carrie, I can't think of her last name, but she's headlining. We got Sue Golden on the show as well, and Pat Haggerty. That's this week. Now, next week, I have Mexican Cantina on June 9th in Staten Island. And then I have Applejack's Comedy on June 10th with the legendary Bob Levy from Howard Stern fame. Bob Levy is making a huge, huge comeback in the podcast and comedy, stand-up comedy industry. You got to come out to that. Tickets are available. Check my page, Applejack's Comedy. $20 in advance, $25 at the door, so it'll probably sell out, hopefully. Then I have Denoy and Staten Island on June 12th. Then I'm going to the Mets-Yankees game on June 13th.
Oh, I want to go.
No, you're not coming.
All right.
And then I have, we got... That's it for now. That's a couple of weeks. I'm going to be at Uncle Vinny's on the 27th of June and the Little Victory Theater on the 29th of June, the same place that I'm going to be filming a 30-minute special, which I just said just now for the first time. I never said that yet. And you're going to be hosting.
Why couldn't we talk about that?
We can right now.
All right.
I'm going to be doing a 30-minute special at the Little Victory Theater on November 11th. 11/11, the night of my
because it's in November.
Car accident. It's in November.
Oh,
yeah,
that's a good idea.
That's not why I'm doing it. That's the day they have available.
Yeah, that's good. You should start talking about it.
It's going to be filmed. It's going to be a regular comedy show. You come, watch a comedy show, but I'm going to have a film crew, and I'm going to record a 30-minute thing. You could laugh if you want. You could laugh if you want.
Laughing.
Nobody. But
it's his special. He's going to sell it to Netflix, HBO.
Probably Netflix is going to come running once they find out.
Probably.
It'll probably be on YouTube or whatever, but it'll be there. But November 11th, yeah, all right. So mark your dick.
Mark your calendars, boys and girls. Kersh's filming his half hour.
And that's me, Michael. Any viewers we had just lost them all. It's going to be called Baby John.
Baby John.
Baby John, because that's what that's what my whole family calls me. They always called me Baby John. When my son was born, I said, all right, I'm done with the Baby John. It's not going to be me no more. but then they just called my son Baby John, and I kept the name Baby John. So I'll never get rid of the name Baby John, and that's that. What do you think about that? What do you think about that, man? I'm excited for it. It's gonna be good. It's gonna be a good show.
I'm excited for it too.
Overall,
I can't
it's
wait.
gonna be a good 2 shows that night,
dude. Fuck yeah.
Word. That's me. Where are you, Mike?
Well, I'm going to be at Applejack's in Keensburg, New Jersey with Bob Levy and Kershey. 6:10, baby.
Nice.
June 10th, Keensburg, Applejack's with you and Bob Levy. And then June 16th, I'm at the Henry Food and Bev Co. in Nyack, New York with Mike Cannon. That's going to be fun. Then, if you're at the Shore by me, June 23rd, I'm going to be at Lo-Fi Delic Records in Belmar, New Jersey. Famous record place. Everybody tell that I'm going to be there. They love that place. They say they're going, so I would definitely come through.
I'm off.
Come.
I want to come.
Then 6/24, there's a fundraiser at the Elks in Bloomfield, New Jersey, supporting a good cause. Guy's sick. We're going to help him out. It's me, Sean Morton, Donna V.
Oh, wait. What day is that? Oh, when is that?
That's the 24th.
Oh, because I'm doing a Morton fundraiser in July. Okay, it's not the same one. All right.
Okay.
Excellent.
And the 29th, I'm at the Little Victory Theater where they'll be filming Kershey's special, but not on the 29th. But still come to the show because it's going to be fun.
That's going to be a test tonight. I'm going to be testing stuff.
And speaking, we talked about the Denellen Theater. Some guy messaged me. Sorry. I shouldn't have read that yet. But this one of the people from the theater was writing an article about it, and they just messaged me, so that's pretty cool. Look out for that.
All right. Very good.
All right.
That's it. That's been us. Tune in next week for episode 57. We've been doing this how many years? 3 years now.
Oh, man.
3 years. We planned this. It was set in motion before COVID. And then when COVID hit, that's when we were like, all right, well, let's definitely do this. And now if you listen to episode 1 and then listen to this episode, you could hear the difference in sound quality, mostly. Content was still good then, but the sound quality is better.
No, yeah, we came a long way.
And we're only getting better, people. All right, so that's it. That's us.
That's our time.
Take us out, Emma. All right?
Ready, boys?
Ready, okay.
1, 2, 3.